Alright people, what is going on? Back with another video. You see I still don't have my car mount, but that's okay. I've just been lazy. I haven't been to the store to buy one, but I will get one shortly so the videos will look a little bit better. But nevertheless, back with another video. Thanks everybody who's been watching the stuff on this channel, the VF Cast. You guys are awesome. Also to the people who've been checking out my primary channel, the First and Frame Rates, where I talk about football and football gaming and other things under the sports umbrella. You guys have been awesome. I really appreciate it. Today, just getting off work, and one thing I wanted to make a video about, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it before I get home. And this is the thing about Nintendo at E3. I'm gonna tell you why I think their E3 was actually really good, and for some people saying that they beat the other companies at E3. Now, I don't necessarily get into who won what, because I like to play games on all platforms, so I don't really get into who did the best. But I will say that Nintendo did exceptionally well, and they surprised me with what they put together. And I'll tell you why it was a surprise to a lot of people. Nintendo has always been the type of company to play it safe. They've always been the type to play it safe. They don't get out their way and try to make something extravagant, something that's heavy on the developers or anything like that. They've pretty much been that way as far back as I can remember. Probably around the beginning of the GameCube era, they started playing it safe, and they never looked back. The N64 was kind of ambitious with some of the titles that they put on that system. And I guess they scaled back a little bit when they came to the CDs and DVD era. And so what they did was they played it safe. And ever since then, that's what they've been doing. You look at the Wii, you look at the Wii U, you look at the Switch. They've been playing it very safe. And the titles that they put out brought it back to old school, basic gaming. And outside of the Wii, that's, yeah, in some cases with the Wii U, they kind of tried to keep it that way. And with the Switch, it was no exception to the rule, and it's been put on display because the other companies just weren't able to push out the big time AAA heavy hitters like they normally do, well, albeit because of COVID or just all other things that happened in 2020. The fact that Nintendo was able to play it safe was they were able to put out or they was able to show you guys low risk, high quality games. Now, when you're looking at games like Mario Golf, you looking at Metroid Dread, and you look at all these other games that they're putting out, they've done a phenomenal job with what they're doing with their games. Adding a Tekken character to Smash, Kazuya, I think that's what, yeah, they added Kazuya to Smash. They're just playing it very safe. And it brought me back to an era where I was unknowingly was at the entire time. Listen, all these games that are coming out, there's nothing like a 2.5D platformer. I don't care what nobody say. That Metroid game is going to be bonkers. It's going to do bonkers. It's going to do great. And the people for Nintendo, and a lot of people like to shield for Nintendo, and they love it because of the name, but this Metroid game is one of the reasons why they do that. You look at this new Mario Golf game, these are the reasons why they do stuff like that. You know, these are basic, simple, fun games to play, yet all to be a little bit challenging, but at the end of the day, you're going to be able to pick up and play and have a good time. You look at all the other games that they put out, prior to this, like Animal Crossing and all these other games, they're basic games that you could just have fun with. Mario Odyssey, you know, and I haven't even touched the Zelda stuff yet. Skyward Sword, Skyward Sword HD, I think that's the name of it. You know, I'm all over the place with names. I'm not good with them. HD, that's going to be a good game. I wanted to play that game on the Wii, but I can't play with the wonky nunchucks. I couldn't do it, but I will want to play that game now. Breath of the Wild 2, they finally showed footage of that, and the first game albeit a lot of people say that I know, the story wasn't all like this, that, and that. These people who love Nintendo games love these type of games because they're fun, they're for the most part easy to pick up and play, and they're challenging at the same time. Do you know how difficult it is to make a pick up and play game with it that is somewhat challenging? And I'm not talking about like hard, like a difficult game, not like Bloodborne hard or anything like that. I'm talking about just challenging that tests your skills on the sticks. You know, that's something that you don't see much of that anymore. That Metroid game, that's going to be a bit challenging. Now, outside, I think Kirby and I think a Yoshi game or whatever, those games are like super easy, but Nintendo do try to push the limits a little bit. Now, another game that I've been talking about that I just found out that was on the Wii U, English translation of, is coming to the Wii. Fatal Frame, Made in the Black Water. Now, I feel a little peeved about this because I am happy that the game is coming out on the Switch, but I was like, bro, I just got it on the Wii. But you know what? I probably won't get it on the Switch because I am planning on buying the Switch now. Even though Ratchet and Clank was like, you know, wanted me to get a PS5 now, but I think I'm gonna just go ahead and get a Switch. And I'm getting to the point where I don't care where if I get a one that goes to the television or if I get a Switch Lite. That's a hint to more content that I'm going to be making down the road, if you know what I mean when I say about the Switch Lite. Not necessarily the Switch, but yeah, you know what I mean when I get to those get to that content. Yeah, Switch Lite. I don't care if I get one at this point. So I'm definitely in the realm of like, look, I can't take it no more. I don't even want to wait for the Switch Pro. I don't even want to, I'm not even going to save for a PS5 right now. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's time for me to get a Switch. All these games that are out now, plus all the games I just mentioned, and they got shooters on the Switch that, you know, I kind of got already. But, like I said, you know, this is kind of like a prelude to some of the content I'm making down the road on this channel. They got some shooters on there that I want, and I think I'm going to get. So I'll talk about that in the near future. I'll talk about that as far as the Switch. I walked away from it fairly impressed. I'm not going to sit here and say they won or anything, but I will say that I was pleasantly surprised with what Nintendo put out there. And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people look at Nintendo in a good light when it comes to E3 and compared to the other companies, what they done. All right, I'm about to get up out of here. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm tripping with this Nintendo stuff? Do you think I'm tripping with how they did E3? Am I wrong? Or do you think I'm right? Did you like the way Nintendo handled E3 and Nintendo Direct? Did they do a good job? Did they put out pretty good content? Previews was pretty nice. Let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, hit the like button. Share this video. Let people know what I'm doing over here. And if you want to see more of this content, hit that subscribe button. That'll be awesome. And I'll see you guys with more videos down the road. You guys be easy. Peace.